Hi, guess what I'm doing what I was doing before? That's right, making a documentary film. Hi, I'm Mike, and this is the Film Lab. And it's hotDOCs week and a half here on thesubstream.com, or it was hotDOCs week and a half here on thesubstream.com if you are watching this in the future, which to you will be the present. And hotDOCs week and a half here on thesubstream.com was awesome. Last week in the Film Lab, the interview fairy visited and helped us with 4 very good tips on how to make the most out of your on-screen interviews when you're making a documentary film or video or documentary movie. And this week, I want to talk about something that's even more important than those 4 tips. And I know that you are going to ignore me, just like I ignored what a smart person told me when I first started out when I was in film school making documentary films. Because I then, like you now, thought that what the smart person that was talking to me then, which is me now talking to you, said was a really stupid idea. But it wasn't, and it isn't. So hear me now and believe me later. When you're making a documentary film, before you start, there are 2 things that matter. Number 1, research. Okay, well, obviously. But number 2, write a script. But Mike, you say to me, what is a documentary if not the capturing of the quintessence of the now? The lightning, flash, shutter, smash, recordination of the raw realness of reality. Unraveling before the rapacious riebalds of Rodney and Rebecca Remsterston, the director and her husband, the cameraman of the documentary that you're talking about. How do you script that? Okay, so what you do is you think in your brain about the movie that you want to make, this documentary, about the argument that you're trying to put out there, trying to convince somebody something, about the issues that you want to cover. If you don't want to make one argument, you want to talk about a bunch of arguments, or the atmospheric kind of like miasmic thing, like this kind of exploratory thing that you want to do if you want to make one of those. And then you think like, okay, what pictures are going to be on the screen and what noise is going to come out of the stereo? And then you write that down on a paper to help you plan how to do it. And like, okay, I understand. You can't script a riot. But what you can do is write in your script, there is a riot. Police taser a naked fat dude, and he pees. Tear gas happens. And then you write the rest of your movie. It's easy. Sure, okay, like I had some romantic notions about documentary filmmaking when I was in film school, based mostly on the fact that I liked the observational style. But what I came to realize after I made my first really shitty documentary is that I didn't have millions of dollars and months of time and all kinds of resources to shoot hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of footage to boil it down later into something that was cohesive. I had a weekend and $30. I didn't plan anything, and I didn't script anything, and I thought, I'll just see what happens, and I'll let the moment take me, and my film will be what was and what is. And my documentary sucked. It stunk. It didn't do anything. It was just scenes unrelated to each other that kind of, and like they definitely happened. I definitely captured reality, except the film didn't say anything because I didn't write a script. So please just do that. Rao, do you have anything to add?
Well, I wasn't even listening.